Never have I ever left us, the audience, wondering just where Devi's seemingly malleable love triangle is going to end up in regards to her situationship with Paxton and her past with Ben. It has been great to see Nalini beginning to move on from her grief, eventually even finding herself back in the dating scene. It's no doubt that Season 2 has brought much more depth to characters such as Paxton, Ben, and Nalini. But in this video, we are going to explore some questions everyone wants answered in Season 3. Will Devi and Paxton stay together? The main question on everyone's mind pertains to Devi's love interests and who she will end up with as the show progresses. It seems as though the fan base is decidedly split down the middle when it comes down to Team Ben versus Team Paxton. It's no doubt that Paxton was the original love interest of Devi, being the more conventionally attractive of the two. And sure enough, that is who Devi has ended up with at the end of Season 2, at least kind of. They are not an official couple, as Paxton has expressed concerns about what openly dating Devi would do for his appearance. And it seems as though Devi still has some feelings for Ben. It will undoubtedly be one of the main questions that will be answered throughout the plot lines of Season 3. Will Paxton get into the college of his dreams? In Season 2, fans got a special insight into the mind of Paxton when we got the opportunity to hear his thoughts. His concerns about getting into college are voiced when he learns about his inability to compete in swimming due to having a broken arm. He immediately begins focusing more on his schoolwork, and we have a collective wondering about how this all will pan out for our favorite jock-turned-bookworm. It was great to get an episode dedicated to Paxton's thoughts, and we hope to get more of that in the upcoming season. Will Kamala marry Prashant? When everything seemed to be working out in favor of the marriage between Kamala and Prashant, his sexist comments immediately made her second guess whether he would be a good spouse or not. And directly after, we are introduced to Mr. Kulkarni, with whom Kamala hits it off immediately. At the end of Season 2, Kamala ditches her engagement dinner with Prashant and their families, and we are left wondering what is in store for the proposed couple. Will they reconcile? Will she forgive his rudeness? I guess we will have to wait to find out in Season 3. Will people stop it already by calling Devi crazy? We know that Devi is one of the harshest and most impulsive characters to have ever graced the silver screen. These qualities have gotten our lead lady in trouble time and time again. It can make her seem like a bad friend, and has landed her with the nickname Crazy Devi. Will she ever stop acting so impulsively and shed the high school nickname that even her mother takes part in calling her? We like to believe that with age, she will gain some control over her erratic behavior, but we'll have to wait until Season 3 to find out if our predictions are correct. Will Ben and Aneesa make it as a couple? Directly after getting rejected by Devi earlier in Season 2, he begins befriending the new girl in town, Aneesa. It doesn't take very long for the two to become romantically involved, and they do make a cute couple, as flawed as the relationship may be. It seems as though Ben has gone after her in a direct response to the heartbreak felt from Devi, which is never a good sign in a relationship. Ben seems to still have feelings for Devi, and it's obvious that Aneesa and Ben are on two completely different pages when it comes to the importance of school. We will have to wait until Season 3 to find out if they make better friends, or if the relationship will pan out. What will Fabiola do to become the robotics team captain again? Due to all her time spent with Eve running for Cricket Queen at the Winter Dance, Fabiola was undoubtedly voted out as captain of the robotics team. It was overly apparent that this hurt Fabiola to her core, and will hopefully be the wake-up call she needs to remember just who she is and get back to the things that drive her, like the team. We are wondering just what steps she will take in order to get back to team captain, a position she no doubt sees herself as being the best candidate for. Hopefully, Season 3, we see our hopes met when she reclaims her position as captain. Who will get the next voiceover episode? It has become a sort of trademark of the show to have voiceovers for specific characters on specific episodes. Last season, the lucky character was Paxton, and the big question is who will be the next to have the honor. One of our best guesses would be Kamala, as a look into her mind's eye would be a great insight into why she ditched the dinner. I guess at this point, your guess is as good as ours, but it is a solid thing to ponder as we wait for season 3. What will Ben do to try and win Debbie back? Of course, this is assuming Ben decides to call it quits with Aneesa and attempts to reconcile with Debbie. It has always been apparent that even as he is with Aneesa, Ben has a major soft spot for Debbie. There exists plenty of people on Team Ben who would love for nothing more than to see Debbie take him back and ditch Paxton. Some fans even argue that a relationship with Ben makes much more sense than with Paxton, as they have much more in common. Season 3 will no doubt be Ben's time to make a decision and go after Debbie or keep it steady with Aneesa. Will Eleanor and Trent begin a relationship? After leaving Malcolm, who was absolutely terrible to her, we hope to see Eleanor begin a relationship with someone nice like Trent. It has become obvious that Trent is showing some interest in Eleanor, and now that she is rightfully single, we hope they become a unit. They are both loyal friends and seem to have quite a bit in common. Among the many players of the show, Eleanor received quite a bit of attention in season 2, and we hope to see more of her in season 3, especially if it involves getting romantic with Trent. Will Eleanor warm up to Sharon? Speaking of Eleanor, ever since her mom left, she has been living with her dad and stepmom, Sharon. The whole season, Elle was extremely harsh towards Sharon, and we here are wondering whether she will start warming up to the woman, especially since all Sharon is trying to do is be there for her during this challenging time. The heartfelt scene after her school performance has fans begging for more interaction between Sharon and Eleanor. It seems that an episode featuring the two hanging and enjoying some girl time would be exactly what fans have ordered. Will Nalini get into a relationship? It was great to see Nalini go on a date in season 2 as she began getting over the mourning period of losing her husband. What a 180 from her season 1 persona, being hell-bent on moving the family back to India. We wonder if a relationship is in the works for season 3, as introducing Common to the show seems to be a major turning point. It seemed that going from trying to sell him her client list to going out on a date with him shows a major change in her character arc, and we wonder if their date will turn into a full-blown relationship. We sure hope so for everybody involved. How will Devi and Nalini's mother-daughter relationship be in season 3? It is without question one of the most authentic and complicated mother-daughter relationships on television today. They are both sometimes irrational and very impulsive people, which can lead to strife and conflict at the drop of a dime. It seems as though the two have overall become much closer in season 2, and we are wondering if that trend will continue into season 3. The death of a patriarch has been a huge shock to both of them, and we can only hope that it will serve to bring them closer rather than drive them apart. Season 3 will hopefully answer all these questions and more. Although there is no specific release date, most people are expecting new episodes around mid-2020. We, as a fan base, are excited at the prospect of new episodes sooner than later, and will be paying close attention to Netflix's release dates of the near future. The coming-of-age drama is a watershed show for American Indians and has been celebrated as an authentic look at our diverse multiculturalism. The students at Sherman Oaks offer a glimpse into the relationships people face every day, and we can't wait until season 3. Thank you so much for watching our video. Comment what you think will happen in season 3 below.